Friends, family, countrymen, I'd like to welcome you here today for the presentation of the World's Greatest Citizen Award to Nelson Mandela. Rolihlahla Mandela was born into the Madiba family in the city of Mizo, Transvaal on July 18, 1918. Mandela's father passed away at a young age when Nelson just had turned 12 in 1930. When he had heard these certain stories from his parents of when his ancestors valued efforts during the World War, he himself wanted to do something special that would change the world and to make his own contributions for the freedom of others and the values of all other people in South America. He attended a primary school in Canoe where his teacher, Miss Madigan, gave him the name Nelson in accordance to a custom to give all her school children Christian names because she was a Christian. He didn't understand why at that certain time, but he finally understood and he just decided to keep the name Nelson. He then completed his junior certificate at a boarding institute in the city of Clarkberry. Nelson began his studies with a Bachelor of Arts in college, but he didn't end up completing the degree as he was expected to join a student rallied protest in which he would get kicked out. In 1953, he was chosen to be the National Volunteer-in-Chief of the Defiance Campaign with Maliui Kachalia as his deputy. The campaign of his civil disobedience against 6 unjust laws was a joint program between the ANC and the South African Congress. He and 19 other people were charged underneath the Communist Law and Communist Act for their part in the campaign, and they were sent to 9 hard months of hard labor and suspended from their jobs for 2 to 3 years. Nelson Mandela was also charged for leaving the country of South America and bugging the workers to go on a strike to stand up to the government. On June 11th, 1964, he and 7 others went to jail for life imprisonment, and they were in a jail cell on Robben Island. Mandela then spent his first 18 years of his 27-year-old term on the Robben Island. As a black prisoner, he didn't have the same rights as a white prisoner. What happened out in South America was happening inside of jail too. He wanted it to stop. On August 12th, 1988, he was taken to the hospital where sadly he was diagnosed with a disease called tuberculosis. After more than 3 treacherous months in 2 different hospitals, he was then transferred on December 7th, 1988 to a house at a prison near Parral, where he spent his last 14 months of unjustified imprisonment. Mandela stepped down as a president in 1999 after just a single term. In April of 2007, Nelson's grandson, Madla, became the head of the council in his hometown of Mizo at a ceremony held by his grandfather. Mandela had never lost his devotion by his motto, democracy, equality, and learning. Despite everything, he never once answered racism with racism. He just hated racism. Just the word made him cringe. His life inspired a whole new generation. Without his courageous acts of justice, the people from South America would never be the same. He brought light to them and brought light to the whole entire world. Because of his work, apartheid was abolished in South America. Nelson Mandela deserves the World's Greatest Citizen Award because of all his contributions to South America and to the world. So, Nelson Mandela, please come up to the stage and receive your award of the World's Greatest Citizen Award. Congratulations.